Alright everybody, just because there's 3 different brewery names going on in this video, because of the shirt, the glass, and the actual beer we're drinking, there's only one brewery that we're really focusing on today. So disregard the shirt and the glass for now. You can appreciate them, but they're not related. It's just a coincidence. Anyway, let's get to this beer because apparently it's the best. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is by the Granite Brewery, right? Granite Brewery and Tide House. This is their best bitter. Now, I'm going to say, and you're probably going to wonder too, oh, I bought a Granite beer before, but it wasn't the best bitter and it looked exactly the same. Well, when you go down to the brewery, which is sort of midtown Toronto, they all have the same wrapping on it. They just have a checklist on the back end saying which beer is actually in the can. So there you go, they got a few, which is really cool. But this is the best bitter. Coming in at 4.5% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs on the very black and white can. But apparently on the website, it's coming in at only 25 IBUs. Don't think I've had or reviewed a bitter in quite some time. You don't really see them too much. You see the odd ESB and whatnot, but you really don't see too many. Even ESBs, I haven't seen too many lately. Either or though, doesn't matter. We got a beer here, so let's crack this bad boy open. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice, very full can. Lake of Bay's tulip style glass. See, don't worry about it too much. Just gotta pour that little bit of water out. There it goes on the ground, and let's pour it up. Oh Jesus, too full, making mess, not fun. Okay, time to clean. Thankfully, not too much of a mess. Let's take a look at the beer. Looking at it is a nice deep amber color, nice light tanned or light brown beigey head on there. Looks fairly clear. There's a bit of, I wouldn't say chill haze, but my glass is a little, what do you call that? Condensated. From the coldness of the beer and the warmth of the glass. Pretty delicious looking beer, not gonna lie. Let's dive in on that nose. Ooh, haven't smelled that in a while. Beautiful caramels, toffees, bit of graham cracker or biscuit. Almost like a baby, wee heavy almost. Because there is that little bit of like spiciness, but also kind of comes across as like a little bit of like alcohol per se. Yeah. There is a bit of like baking spice in here as well. And ooh, is that like nutmeg? Yeah, like kind of like a nutmeggy-esque sort of also. Scotch kind of alcohol thing going on. That smells delectable. Doesn't really smell like a summer beer, but smells like a nice cool day, maybe closer to like fall or something like that. That's exactly the kind of season it reminds me of. That smells like a damn good treat. Let's just dive in. Ah, that's tasty. That is tasty. Caramels, toffees, earthy hoppy note undertones to it. A little bit of like a lingering grassy hay sort of hop note in the back as well, but still ends fairly clean. It has a little bit of spice. Again, a little bit of that. I don't know if it's more kind of like nutmeggy on the nose. On the flavor though, a little bit of like like some sort of baking spice. Really, really interesting. But then again, that was only one sip, and we need a lot more, don't we? So cheers, everybody. Well, let's keep on drinking. coffees, toffees, caramels, baking spice, earthy, touch of grass or hay on the back end there, and that just, I don't know, baking spice zing on the end. That is delicious. Moving over to the mouthfeel. It's not flat, but it's fairly low carbed. When you think of, like, compared to, you know, other amber or copper lagers or ales or even American lagers, way less carbonated than that. Yeah, it's not flat. It's just a low carb beer, in my opinion. Yeah, but still, you know what? That's not really taking away anything. It's actually kind of almost helping the beer in a sense because of those, I would say, a little bit more delicate-esque flavor combinations. It's making sure so that carbonation, any like carbonic acid in there isn't cutting out or, you know, masking the flavors. It's bringing out all the flavors of the malts and the hops quite well. That is really good. And you know what? Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it, you know, again, not what you would think of like a summer refresher or a summer beer. But I'm thinking, because I'm going to the cottage in a bit, or whenever this is airing on YouTube, I've already been at the cottage, or I'm going up to the cottage. I don't know, I have too many videos at this point on my SD cards. I have no idea when this is coming out. But this is a perfect, like, cottage evening after dinner, sitting around a campfire sort of beer. You know, a bit more richer, bolder flavors, not as sharp or as bright or as, you know, tropically refreshing as more lighter styles can be. But then again, it's not as bold or rich or as dark as, you know, brown ales or even stouts or porter. So it's a very nice happy medium, beautiful, you know, after dinner sort of just like kick back, relax, nice little sipper. But also it's only 4.5%. So if you want a few, you don't have to worry about getting knocked on your ass. Or an English pub beer, which exactly are the same kind of vibes you get when you go down to Granite. Great looking place on the inside. Only saw it because I need to go to the bathroom and actually get a seat. But their patio is also pretty damn nice. Yeah, that's fantastic. Again, love that low carbonation on there. Don't know if it was intentional or not, but it's really working for it. The Granite Brewery and Tide House, all natural, open fermented. It's pretty cool. Brewed in Toronto, Ontario. Boom. And then we have their best bitter. No other information on the can. On the bottom, no date codes. So moving on to the website granitebrewery.ca. Go to the beer section, you scroll down a little bit, and you will find the best bitter. The description for it is a rich copper-colored ale with floral notes, caramel flavor, and a spicy, bitter finish. Pretty much, I'm not really getting a floral nose. I'm getting a bit more like baking spice, cinnamon sort of vibe off it, and caramel and toffee. But hey, to each their own. Again, 4.5% ABV, 25 IBUs. Looks like you can also get it canned, cask conditioned, which is kind of cool, but I think this is just the regular best bitter. Also have a bunch of other ones even on the can, they tell you. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pricing, we'll get to that, I guess, in just a hot minute. But over on Untapped, best bitter has been given a 3.52 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 758 ratings. 'Tis an English bitter. Again, beautiful beer. Like I said before, we don't really get too many English bitters. I haven't really seen too many English bitters sitting around at breweries. So this is a nice change of pace from all the, you know, New England IPAs, sours. What else? Pretty much it. It's always either a New England or a version of a New England IPA or a sour beer that seems to be being pumped out almost daily, it seems, from breweries. Again, that's not reality. It just seems like that. Moving on. Pricing, that's what I was finding for you folks. I'm back on the brewery website because I haven't seen this in the LCBO. You used to be able to get Galactic, their pale ale in the LCBO. Maybe you still can at select ones, but I haven't seen it. I did that beer. I reviewed that beer like four years ago. Here we go. Best bitter, $4 per 473 ml tall boy can. $4 does seem like a high price to pay. I mean, there are a bunch of other beers at your local LCBOs that are around $4 with a lot more, booze to them. A lot, I guess, like bigger beers. But I guess if you're just selling straight out of your brewery, still not a bad price. You're getting a solid beer, so you really can't complain. Sometimes you just gotta buy it because it's you never know what you're gonna find. That's the thing about beer. You don't know until you try it. Sometimes that's sometimes that's a pain in the ass, but most of the time it's always worth it. Indeed. Overall, damn good beer. Was it the best bitter? I'm trying to think. Like I said, I haven't had a bitter in a very long time, so it was very hard for me to compare this to other English bitters. But am I enjoying this beer? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm enjoying this beer. So with that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to range and wrap this thing up. Granite Brewery, best bitter. A pretty damn good brew. Damn good indeed. Again, love the change of pace from all the IPAs or sours or New England IPAs or what have you that breweries keep putting out, which is not a bad thing. It's just, it gets something new going on here. But damn, that's a solid beer. Nice toffee, caramels, a little bit of baking spice, cinnamon sort of thing. That earthiness of the hops, and then that little bit of grassiness in the back end. Damn good. Just overall nose flavors. Even mouthfeel of the beer. Again, lower carbon, but not bad at all. Actually, again, like I said before, I think that lower CO2 vol of the beer really helps out sustain those not like really complex flavors, but the array of flavors that this beer has to offer. Overall, Granite best bitter gets a solid 8.1 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Ooh, it's bitter time. Ooh, it's bitter time, and it's hard to fill this glass, 'cause I just worked out the chest, and ooh, put in work. Cheers.